next thing we want to talk about are changes for end of day and closing scheduling options. Uh, First of all, you can indicate the designated user ID that's allowed to close the day. And the reason for that is many people want that given user ID to run end of day so all the reports spool out and go to a given out queue. Um, Previously, if somebody made a mistake and maybe their person forgot they were logged in under their usual ID and ran end of day, it would work, but the thing spooled out to a different spot. And if you're saving those spool entries under an out queue, maybe for processing by some other type of feature, a third party that's going to take those and convert them to spool file or pardon to PDFs, for instance. Um, that wouldn't happen if the wrong user ran it. So there is an option out there. You can call CDR support. It's not something that we publicly expose for the casual user to go in and make a change to that, but it is a way to lock it down and have that designated user ID that is required to be the person closing the end of day. So that's PTF 12623. Then another two PTFs are involved along these same lines as far as the closing. That's PTF 12629 and 12634. And what those relate to um, the ability to automatically populate the closing schedule. So, for instance, if you're running invoice posting and you want end of day to automatically follow along when that completes, and maybe you want end of week to follow along. Previously, you would have to go down, press F8, change the closing schedule, put a Y in the different procedures or processes that you wanted to run. So to show you how that looks as far as what we're referring to, if you're using the DAC calendar, which we highly recommend, so we know the production day that you're working on, if you're doing skip day delivery or whatever type of methodology you have in place, the calendar helps you manage that and differences in assignment of routing and so forth. But what we're referring to here are these flags that automatically can populate the necessary entries whenever you do, for instance, an invoice posting, and then you want automatically when that completes to close the day, like here on the 14th of October. If when I do my invoice post run, I want end of day to run automatically, and I want end of week to run automatically. If I wanted end of period, end of year to run, I can put those in. That's what this whole PTF is related to, automatically populating your closing schedule so you don't have to remember to do that. So a couple of important things operationally that may smooth things out for you that have been requests from users. And that's basically what we wanted to talk about in this particular piece of the puzzle.